Hello everyone, Caption here. In this video, we are going to dig deep into the new scenarios. Grandlive, we are going to cover everything about it here and how to fully optimize the scenarios in general. Okay, so before anything else, we need to talk about the preparation, which is going to be inheritance and deck building. So the inheritance that I recommend to use in this new scenario is going to be stamina and power inheritance. Depends on the distance you are building. If you are building for longer distance, you will most likely need more stamina inheritance, but for shorter distance, you will need more power and even gas inheritance if you really need it, because yes, gas is really hard and kind of bad in this scenario unless you are really big whale who have like every card maxed out including the new gas turbo. So it's a little bit hard to play gas in this scenario, so I really recommend taking like gas inheritance, power inheritance and stamina inheritance. Next up is the deck building. I feel like most build for every distance is going to be like speed in, because well again it's really hard to max a 1600 speed with gas build, so speed gas is gonna be very important in this build. If you're building for longer distance, you might want to play speed stamina instead of speed in, so you can lower the in a little bit to get your stamina up to the point that you really need. The most important stat you want to look for in a card, in every card that you're gonna use in your deck, is gonna be skill point bonus and power bonus. This is because you will be lacking this is the thing that you'll be lacking the most in the run, so they are really good to have. So that's why the new cards such as like a speed Takian, Hello, like Hellos and Kirasang Blacks are really good because they can get skill point bonus, they can get power bonus and everything. For the card that you'll be using, you'll be focusing on card with high specialty rate, high rainbow power, and you don't need to mine the race bonus anymore. So yeah, even if you got low race bonus, it's gonna be fine because you're not gonna do that much race anyways. And if you got scenario link card, they are really good in the scenario as well. And Light Hello is a must use, so if you have Light Hello, even the R version with max with breaks, or you have one SSR which is level 30, is fine. She's so broken right now that you need to use her. So yeah, after the deck building is done, let's get into the training. So yeah, at the start of the run, it's nothing different than your normal training, right? Just focus on bonding by clicking training with the most support cards. After a couple turns, you are greeted with 5 more currencies: dance, passion, vocal, visual, and mental. These are the things that you will be getting while training after that turns has passed. But again, this is very early, and so you will still need to bond your support card as soon as possible to get the rainbows that you need, right? There's some fact you need to know about the 5 currency you just get. Is the first is the scenario link support guys get higher currency when you're training with them in the training, right? More support guy in the training give higher currency as well. That's the second point. The third point, if your training is rainbow, you get 2 currency at the same time and you get a higher currency overall. So the main strategy that you're gonna take here is you will love to do the most is you're gonna do the rainbow training with a lot of scenario link support card or a lot of support card in general, right? So the main point is to get your rainbows and to train in the rainbows, right? Now you know how to get those currencies. We will get to how to spend them right now. So after you get this currency, you can spend them on lesson on the bottom left menu. This function act like a shop, so you to buy things. So the shop contains 4 things. First is stats and skill point. Buying stats from the shop will always give you half the currency as stats. For example, if you spend 10 dance, you get 5 speed. So yeah, that's about it for the how you spend and get stats, right? So the next one is the skill hint. The skill hint, the cost of these are a bit high, but it's what if you are training for champions meeting, right? For when you're training for champions meeting, skills are one of the objectives that you need to get. Like you need to get some skill like really bad. Like some skill are really good in the champions meeting, and getting a chance to get them maybe at a random chance is really good. The third one is energy. This is like the best thing you can buy from the shop, right? But there are times that you will ignore them as well, such as when you have them at max and you don't know what to do with the excess energy. But most of the time, if you are lacking energy, feel free to buy them. They are really good value and they make you get your turns up, right? And you use more turn training, meaning more stats, meaning more currency as well, right? So yes, they are really good. Just buy energy if you need them, buy it. The next one is gonna be songs. Several times after you buying things from the shop, you get to buy songs. The songs give a lot of benefit, which I will talk about later. So yeah, You only get to choose 3 choices each time you buy. Most of the time you'll be buying stat, but be careful about spending too much of one currency or not spending that one currency you have more than 100. So this happen a lot of times if you ask me, right? Sometimes you have like 100 of some stats and you have a 0 at the others, and that's kind of a little bit of a waste, so you have to use them wisely. Okay, so what about songs? Song will mainly give you 2 benefits. The first one is the immediate benefits and the other one is life benefit. Immediate benefit takes effect immediately after you buy them. Life benefit takes effect after each life, which I will explain later. So let's go with the immediate benefit first. There are 2 types of this. You can see the immediate benefit on top of the description of the songs, right? So first is you get bonus stat from training, right? This helps a lot in your training. You can get bonus skill point, bonus power, bonus in your training. So this bonus stat from training is like really good for the immediate benefit. The second kind of immediate benefit you can get is pure status, right? You get like 22 powers, 22 int, and just stats in general, right? So this is a little bit of bad because most of the time, especially in early game, right, the bonus stat will benefit you more in the long run. If you get the bonus stat in the early game, it lasts you the whole game, right? So yeah, the pure stats are kind of bad, so you will prioritize them a little bit lower. So next up with the life effect, but we need to talk about the life first. Life happen every half a year starting at the end of the first year. You can see the number of turns left before the next life in the top left menu. You will need to buy 3 songs before every life to fill the gauge, so you can make them a big success. And after the live effect of the song will take effect for the rest of the run, by the way. That is how OP the live effect is. Alright, there are 3 types of live effects. The first one is friendship bonus. This increases your rainbow's effectiveness and make your training stronger overall, right? When you rainbows, you get more stat if you have more of this status. Second is specialty rate. Specialty rate make it more likely for your support cards to show up at their respective type. So this one is very good as well. So it can make your speed guard go into speed, make your in guard go into in. So yeah, that's why you need to be careful about buying all this bonus because they are really good. The third one is event support rate. This is the worst life bonus, so try to avoid buying this if you can. Alright, unless the immediate effect is good enough for you to take it. Let me make things a little bit simpler for you, right? When buying songs, here are the simple rule to follow, right? The first rule is if you see any song with skill point bonus, power bonus, or in bonus, they are really good, especially skill point bonus. If you see skill point bonus, buy them immediately. They are really good. I can't stress this enough, just buy them. Okay. Second, early game specialty rate songs are really good. If you get a songs with live effect, right, the specialty rate live effect, they are really good in early game as well. It boosts a lot of your powers. It make your speed guard go into speed more often, and they helps me a lot in the run. That's the second rule. The third rule is middle to late game, the friendship bonus songs are really good, right, to take since you train a lot more rainbows, right? So in early game, you're not full, you're not max your bonds yet, right? You don't have that much rainbows to go on, right? So the rainbow bonus kind of a waste in the early game. But for middle to late game, you are already maxed your support cards, you already max your bonds, and everyone can rainbow now, so you can take advantage for more rainbow in the middle to late game than the early game. So this is really good in middle to late game. The fourth rule is to avoid taking support rate, as I said earlier. So yeah, just try to avoid them if you can. The fifth rule is be sure to take 3 songs before each live. This is very important to make each live a success. Is really good because it gives you a lot of status and it gives you the gold skills at the end as well. So be sure to take at least 3 songs before each live. But the strategy is to get as much song as you can get before the live happens, so you can get more live effects after the live. Okay, that's the last rule is don't hold your currencies. No matter what you do, don't try to hold them. If you get like 40 of all the status, you can try to spend them as frequent as you can. Try not to hold them too much, because as you can see, the immediate effect boosts your training each time you train. Like each time you train, they boost your power, they boost your int, they boost your speed. So the faster you can buy out the song, the higher the training you're gonna get. right? So they are really good to take. So please don't hold your currency, just spend them as frequent as you can. And yes, if you don't want to use your brain to think, here's some tier list that you can refer to when buying songs. I just put it out there. I get this from my Twitter. Now we all know about the shop and songs and live and things, right? So how do you actually train in these scenarios? So early game, as I said earlier in this video, you need to focus on bonding really fast to get your rainbow training as soon as possible, because rainbow training is the source of your currencies, and you can use currency to buy more status, buy more things, buy more skills and everything. The middle to late game is when you see the rainbow training, you click on it, right? This is really simple rules that you can follow, right? If you see anyone rainbows, you can go for it. But if you don't see rainbows, you can kind of go for light hellos, maybe an optional race, but I don't really recommend optional race. All right. So yeah, just follow the rainbows. If you're building your deck right, doing this will give you more currency, and more currency means more songs and more stats. What about optional race? Nope, you don't do optional race at all, unless you need to run race for objectives, or if you have events that give status on those races win. You can check these secret events in game Torah. Someone like Kopanoriki have special event when she wins like 11 dirt race, so you have to be careful for that when you run her. And yeah, try to check game Torah out for any secret events that you might find. Also try to click like hello as much as you can. She gives 20 of random currency when you do training with her at around 30% chance, and the currency that she gives is around 20, right? She gives 20 currencies and you get around 20 currency when you train one time. So this event proc one time, meaning that it's kind of value at one turns, right? So she will give a lot of currency to you. So that's why like hello is really good in these scenarios. I can't stress this enough. There's a bit of extra part when you are near the end of the scenario. If you get like 19 total songs before December last year, you will unlock the longer version of Ghost Threaten You on the last life and give you the gold skill as well. That is exclusive to these scenarios. All right. There's also 5 choice at the end of Grandlive. Here the skill you can get them for each choices. Alright, and that's it for this video. It's about the new scenarios. The best advice I can give right now for you is to get in the game and try to play it. Getting used to playing is the best way to learn anything, so slap that play button and give them a try. Alright, it's really fun for me as well, so yeah, you're gonna have some fun playing the new scenarios. If you have any question, feel free to ask them down below. This will help author as well if you have the question, and I will try to answer them. And if you like the videos, please give this a like and subscribe, share it with your friends and flex them with your superior knowledge. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.